ఏడుకొండలవాడ వెంకటరమణ గోవింద గోవింద ఆపద ముక్కులవాడ నాథరక్షక గోవింద గోవింద.
Om Namo Venkatesaya. I already posted a video on virtual seva, but despite that, there are many people who still have certain doubts on virtual seva. So I thought of posting a detailed video separately in Tamil and English. In case you are a Tamil audience, you can view my earlier video. In case you are a non-Tamil audience, I think this video will be very useful for you. So let me start. So generally Arjita Sevas is done for both the Moolavar and Urchavar. Urchavar is nothing but the Lord that is generally taken out for procession, taken out for Unjal Seva and Kalyana Utsavam and many things. So generally when you see SVBC channel, only the Urchavar is being telecasted. The Moolavar, the main deity, is generally not shown on TV or YouTube or whatever. Wherever you go, you can see only the original Urchavar deity. You cannot see the main deity. Okay, whatever you see on TV, the SVBC, Sri Venkateshwara Bhakti channel, whatever you see on TV is not the exact original Tirumala deity. It is actually a replica of Tirumala deity which is there in Tirupati. This temple in Tirupati is called Namuna Alayam. It is built only for camera purpose. So whatever you see on TV is it's not the main deity. Just to show the sevas and other things which are happening in Tirumala, they built a replica of the original Tirumala temple. So now that you understand what is Moolavar and what is Urchavar, so we know only the Urchavar, that is the small version, the brass or bronze deity which is taken for processions, is generally telecasted on TV. So all those Kalyana Utsavam, Unjal Seva, Arjita Brahmotsavam and Sahasra Deepa Alankara Seva is generally done for the Urchavar deity. And for the main deity, that is the original main deity, the sevas like Tomala Seva, Sahasranam Archana Seva, Purabhishekam, Nijapada Darshan, Suprabhada Seva are all done for the main deity. So since main deity is not telecasted on TV, you can see the sevas that is done for the Urchavar deity on TV. Okay. Now coming to Arjita Sevas. So 10 years back, if you have been to Tirumala, you will already know this. So people who wish to do Sevas, they generally send a letter along with a DD and with original ID, with an ID proof, they send a letter to Arjita Seva section in TTD. So the duty is of Arjita Seva, the department is to Arjitam office. The department is to check whether the pilgrims have given their proper ID proof and DD and everything is okay. If you have given all the correct details, you may be allotted the Seva based on availability. If you are not allotted, your letters are generally rejected and sent back. So this happened 10 years before, and over time what happened is TTD, the Devasthanam, decided to allot all the Seva tickets online. So in case you are booking a Kalyana Utsavam or Unjal Seva or Arjita Brahmotsavam or whatever is done for Urchavar Seva, it was allotted online and people were able to book well in advance. Have like how people used to book their darshan tickets, they were able to book their Seva tickets also well in advance. Now that we know that the demand for the Moolavar deity, because in case of a Purabhishekam or Sahasranam Archana, you can sit before the main deity for 45 minutes to 1 hour and you can witness the entire Seva by sitting before the deity. So the deity whom you see for hardly 20 seconds can be witnessed for more than 30 minutes or even up to 1 hour. In case of Purabhishekam, you can see the main deity for up to 1 hour sitting before the main deity. So this is a very rare thing, a rare opportunity. So generally what they decided is, instead of allotting it as an advance booking online, they decided to allot it through something called Lucky Dip. So people used to enroll for all these Moolavar Sevas, Tomala Seva, Sahasranamarchana Seva, and all whatever is done for Moolavar, they used to enroll through Lucky Dip, and the system used to select through lots. They used to select the luckiest of the people, and they used to allot the respective sevas to the people who are lucky enough, who have got selected through the lots. For other Urchavar Sevas, that is a Kalyanotsavam, Arjita Brahmotsavam, Munjal Seva and Sahasradeepa Alankara Seva, people were able to book in advance. They had their ticket confirmed and they used to make the payment, and they used to get their darshan and attend the Seva, and followed by darshan of the Moolavar, and they used to come. So this is how it was happening. And after the advent of Corona, the department, the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, they decided to suspend all Arjita Sevas from viewing by the public. So the public decided not to, they decided not, the Devasthanam decided not to actually allow the public to witness physical Sevas. But the people were very sad, and they wanted to actually participate in Seva. So anyhow, the Urchavar is being telecasted in television and computer and everything. So in case you want to have a darshan of Urchavar, you can still see through SVBC channel. So Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, what they decided is, anyhow Urchavar is being telecasted, why not have all these Urchavar Sevas virtual? So they decided at a later point of time to bring something called virtual Sevas, where the Sevas are being attended virtually by the public. Like in case you have booked a Kalyana Utsavam, you can watch the Kalyana Utsavam online. So immediately after a Seva, the darshan is given. So during the days where physical Sevas were allowed, after a Seva is over, people used to go for darshan as a part of the Seva ticket itself. So in virtual Seva also, the Devasthanam decided let people have darshan also. So what they decided is, people used to watch Seva online, through TV or online or YouTube or whatever, people used to watch, and after that they used to go to Tirumala and have darshan of the Lord and come. So this is how this pattern takes place. So all those devotees, they decide when to have their Seva. Suppose you book a Seva in the month of November. Suppose November 15th you book a Seva. You can watch the Seva on TV on November 15th. And you need to check the availability of darshan. So there is an option whenever you book a Seva ticket, you can see an option, click here for darshan availability. That's an option. So when you check on that, you can see when the darshan is actually available. The darshan may be available in January or February or March or whatever. You can select a darshan date on the spot, or you may select the darshan date at a later point of time. It is not necessary that immediately you have to select a darshan date. So once your Seva date is selected, you can stop there and after a point of time, suppose you book a Seva date in the month of November, you can book a Seva now on November 15th. And you can also, and in the month of January, you feel that it will be convenient if you attend a darshan in the month of May, you can still do that using the Seva ticket which you have already paid. In case you have booked at the Kalyana Utsavam, at the time of booking Seva itself, you must pay 1,000 rupees. So at the time of booking Seva for November 15th, I pay 1,000 rupees and I witness the Kalyana Utsavam on November 15th, and before November 14th of the following year, that is 1 year I have time, before November 14th of the following year, I can go for darshan for this Seva, that is corresponding to this Seva. So before November 14th, I can go on any date subject to the availability of darshan date. So as soon as you book a Seva, you can click at the option where darshan availability can be checked and you can book your darshan tickets. So that is how it is done. So seva date is totally different from the darshan date. So I hope this is clear for people who did not understand what is seva and what is darshan. So anytime before the end of 1 year you can go for darshan. You are after booking a seva, you can decide at a later point of time. It is not necessary that you have to decide immediately, but payment should be done immediately. So only whichever sevas can be witnessed through the virtual mode. The Moolavar sevas cannot be witnessed through, cannot be participated through virtual mode. So only the whichever sevas, that is Kalyanotsavam, Arjita Brahmotsavam, Unjal Seva and Sahasra Deepalankara Seva, can only be witnessed through virtual mode. Whereas the Moolavar Seva, that is Suprapada Seva, Tomala Seva, Sahasranama Archana, Nijapada Darshana and Ashtadala Pada Padmaradhana Seva, all these things can be seen only physically, but we hope that the corona and all this crisis situation comes to an end very soon, and the Arjita Sevas will be resumed. Physical participation will be resumed very shortly, so that people can go and participate in the Seva. So, and one more point is regarding accommodation. In case you want to book an accommodation corresponding to your virtual Seva Darshan ticket, you can do so whenever they say accommodation is open. So I will update it in my channel. But last time with regard to November, people were unable to book because of the new portal old portal confusion. But I hope this will be resolved very soon so that people can book their accommodation tickets. So as soon, suppose you book your Seva Darshan in the month of May and your Seva in the month of November, whenever accommodation is open for the month of May, you can book your accommodation. But anyhow, I'll be updating in my channel so that it will be very useful for you. I hope this information gives you some amount of clarity. In case you have any doubts, let me know through a comment in the comment section. So thank you for watching. Om Namo Venkatesaya.
Oh.